Hi guys, it's April and I garden down in southeast Nebraska, zone 6A, formerly 5B, and it is dark and dreary outside. So I thought today would be the perfect day to sit down and go over all of the seeds that I have acquired for the 2025 gardening season. I have done this in the past for I think the last couple of years, so I can link those wherever the little thing appears above my head and in the description down below in case you're interested in what I have been acquiring, because this is by no means the only seeds that I have in my stock. This is just what I have acquired new for 2025. I have a whole backstock of seeds that I will be growing from next year as well, but these are the new additions and I want to show them off because I'm kind of excited about them. So I'm going to take you over to the table and I'm going to start showing you what I am most likely going to be growing next year, at least the new stuff. So yeah. So now that we are in this beautiful tabletop view, I will show you my stash of new seeds. I think I'm going to start with the edibles, the vegetables, the fruits, the legumes, the grains, all the other good stuff. Some of these you will have, if you've been following me for any length of time, you will have seen before because I had to acquire some new ones because my stock had gotten low, but I still wanted to show them off because technically they're brand new, but it's fine. And one of those is the garbanzo beans, the black garbanzo beans. I have been trying to grow these for the last couple of years. Last year, or this past season, I had probably the most success I've ever had with these. Unfortunately, something ate the garbanzo beans before I even got to them myself. So maybe this season will be a good season to actually get some beans for myself. Let's see. I have these caserta squash. I will, of course, show a picture over there. I am always looking for some fun squashes. I've found that I actually really enjoy squashes, so every time I see something, I have to give it a try. This one looked interesting. The problem is I'm not 100% sure I'm going to be growing any squashes this coming year. I bought this before I kind of made that decision because I want to give the garden a season without squash bugs, but we'll see if I can actually stick to that when growing season actually starts. But this one looked interesting, so I grabbed it. Let's see. We've got Yago, which is a bunching onion, which is new to me. This is the new bunching onion I'm going to be trying. But I've got my Cabernet, which is a small red onion. I have my Walla Walla Sweets, which is a yellow onion in my candy, which is also a yellow onion that you have seen me grow many a times. And I always use all of my onion seeds in the season that I buy them for and buy new the following year because the germination rate, it does go down. Plus, if I do have any extra that I'm not gonna plant out for a full bulb, I'll end up using it like a bunching onion. And I use a lot of onions. I promise. And then we have, I think we've got 2 different tomatoes. So I've got this Woodstock, which just looks absolutely gorgeous. I had to give it a try. And then one of you guys mentioned the Dipper Delight. This is a dwarf tomato. It is in the Starfighter line of tomatoes, and I did get this from Woodland Creations, where I got all of my other Starfighter lines. So I'm gonna give a Starfighter another chance this coming season. which is why in my what I'm not going to be growing video, I always say with a caveat that something might change. And it was in that video in particular that someone mentioned this variety of starfighters, and so I had to give it a try. And I believe we've got a purple smudge. This is a gold sweet pepper. It kind of reminds me of the look of a blot pepper, and the blot and the yellow monster are two of my favorite sweet peppers. So when I was looking at the Dipper Delight and I saw this, I had to give this one a try as well. I also have the Violet Sparkle. I won't lie, I did get this because of the name and because it looked interesting. I don't know if I'm going to enjoy how small they kind of look, but I wanted to give this one a try. And then I keep hearing all kinds of things about Pippin's Golden Honey, and I was very interested to see how this one goes. So I'm gonna give this one a go. Then we're gonna start getting into the leaf. I've got two different lettuce leaf basil because sometimes I don't keep track of what I'm doing with my life and I end up with two of the same thing. Yeah. I didn't realize I had bought one from both Eden Brothers and Baker Creek. And I need to learn to take stock of what I have before I put in an order. But that's fine. Sometimes I also accidentally get 2-packs. And I don't remember ordering 2-packs, but when I get my order to come in, I had 2 strawberry spinaches. I ran out of seeds this year, which is why I put in an order, and I must have accidentally hit the button twice and not double checked myself, which is actually surprisingly easy to do on the Baker Creek website. There's some usability issues that I think need to be cleared up there, but I have now got new packs of the strawberry spinach. I also picked up a new pack of the New Zealand spinach. Shift this over a little bit. I got this Japanese mountain spinach, which is actually Swiss chard. It looked interesting, and I'm always looking for hearty spinach because I prefer spinach to a lot of the other leafy greens. So I thought I'd give this one a try. New pack of stevia seeds. This is the Sweetie Star. I grew stevia for the first time this past season, and I quite enjoyed it. Another pack of orange thyme. I used up all my seeds last year, and I know thyme is a perennial, but my thyme did not enjoy life very well this year. I did get new beds, and I'm still kind of learning a few things about them. And part of the problem also is where I planted the thyme, the bed settled so much that I have to put another foot of soil in that bed. And I'm not sure that the current thyme is going to survive the transplant. So I'm hedging my bet, and I got some more thyme. And with that same premise in mind, I also got some more lemon balm because I don't think what I have planted is going to survive what I'm about to do to it. I did not order this. This is one of those free gifts that you get with purchase. It is a basil. I don't know a lot about it. Maybe I'll try it, maybe I won't, but here it is. And I got one more free one, and that is the Landis Winter lettuce. So I might try a little bit of this as an indoor grow so I can get some soil and seeds started early, but we'll see. That is all of my edible style plants. I am going to actually get all of these seeds out. Hold on. Okay, so marigolds. So I do have some saved seeds from a farm-to-table restaurant that we did a farm-to-table dinner from, and these were some of the dinner gifts that we got to take home. I don't know what variety, I don't know what color, I don't know what type, but it should be fun to see what these end up being. But I did end up getting some sugar and spice marigolds. I'm low on a lot of my marigold seeds, and marigolds are one of those that I'm kind of starting to lean towards picking up some starts from a wonderful grower at our farmer's market because they grow them so well, but they don't have white, so I might be trying to grow some for myself, at least if they're white. I did buy a whole bunch of zinnia seeds. I am going to attempt to save some of the zinnia seeds from what's out in my garden, but I always buy some new ones as backup. I have a couple of the Cinderella purple. Actually, I got 3 of the Cinderella purples. I have, I think, 2 of the Dreamland pink hybrids. These are shorter zinnia, so I really, these are probably one of my favorites. They're just short and squat, and I love them. I got, I'm not going to say this right, the Deco Cherry Red Hybrid zinnia seeds. And apparently I decided I needed 3 of these as well. So those ones are all from Park. I did get a bunch from Eden Brothers as well. I got some more Cinderella purples, at least 2 packs. I've got a Baneri Giant Wine and 2 of the Cupcake Pink Mix. And I have been trying to grow these cupcake mixes for probably the last several years. I don't even know at this point. I am bound and determined to get some of these cupcakes because they are so cute looking. I need them in my life. And then I got a couple of nasturtiums. I've got the Tip Top Pink Blush and the Bloody Mary, and these are to replace some of the seeds that I have run out of because I grew a lot of nasturtiums from starts last year and ended up using up my sock. So I have some more nasturtiums. I also have a handful of poppies as well. So I picked up this rose feathers. I do have some saved seeds. So I will say that I have some saved seeds, but once again, this is something like I like to add some new genetics into my seed mix. So I've got this rose feathers. Frosted salmon is one of my favorite. And this is usually what my saved seeds end up looking like. And then there was this fun one. I have a hollyhock. I have a lot of black hollyhocks at this point. I've managed to successfully get them established in both my front and back gardens. And I thought these would look absolutely gorgeous next to those black hollyhocks. So I'm gonna try and start adding in some pink hollyhocks. And if they crossbreed, I'm okay with that. It could come up with like a very interesting mix. So we'll find out, but I'm excited to see these ones. I've been trying for years to successfully grow the agastache. I usually get them pretty well established as starts, and then the second they go outside, something happens. 2 years ago is I underwatered them. They went in a place that didn't get enough water for them. This past year, I think it was a combination of being smothered out by hollyhocks and milkweed and getting overwatered. So I'm going to try, and I mean try, to get them to grow successfully this coming season. This might be the last season I try, but I have to still give it at least one more try. And last but not least, I have this free pack of coleus, and I know so many people grow coleus. I don't know how successful I will be, but I can give it a try because these would look really cute in some of my pots. And I think I'm gonna do things a little bit differently with my decorative pots than I have in the past. So this might be a good place to start. So those are all of my new seeds so far. I'm sure there will be more at some point, but I wanted to show those off for now. I do have several packs of saved seeds. I think I'm gonna do a walkthrough of those at some point because I figured that'd be interesting. I'm getting into seed saving a little bit more, which is why this seed haul isn't as big as it has been in the past, besides the fact that I have a pretty established stockpile of seeds and I don't have that much space. I've got to keep that in mind. But I am starting to think about seed saving, especially with the cost of living going up, the cost of groceries, the cost of seeds slowly rising, not so slowly. I'm trying to find a way to become a little bit more self-sustainable. And so I've been teaching myself how to seed save, what makes sense for me to seed save, and what I'm okay with happening if things crossbreed. So that's a new journey that I'm going on right now. If you would like to see that video, definitely let me know. And if you want to continue to see more videos like this, feel free to subscribe down below, hit the bell, do all the things to get all of the notifications. I also have an Instagram and Threads account if you want to check me out over there. It's a little quiet, I will admit right now, because I don't really have a lot that I'm doing gardening wise. I'm doing some preserving of things here and there, and I mostly post that there, and there's some sourdough stuff. But otherwise, I would love to hear what you are so excited about growing next year. If there was anything here that you found really interesting and are thinking about possibly growing, or if you have any recommendations for me, I would love to hear them, because obviously I'm easily influenced. But I do hope I will see you guys again in another video, and I heart your beautiful faces. Bye.